Cyclones. Talked about some of the transfers they added. One of them, Jada Williams, a former McDonald's All-American, came from Arizona.
Well, she really changes what this team can do. And Emily Ryan, one of many, many great point guards in Iowa State history under Bill Finley. But Jada brings a different style to the basketball floor. She really wants to get up and down. She has more of that penetration opportunity in the half court set. She brings a different dimension to this squad for sure.
So St. Thomas is taking the floor.
Hey guys, we are inside Hilton Coliseum. Basketball season is back. November 3rd. We have a doubleheader at Hilton Coliseum here today. Women play now. Men, number 16 ranked in the country. They play FTU at 7 p.m. We have a great crowd here today.
Well, you hear a lot of screaming. It's because we have 5,000 kids joining us from Hilton Coliseum. This is pretty common in the women's game to have a season opener that's during the school day. So a lot of youngsters in Hilton today, and they are excited to be here. The cone line is long.
A long lunch break. We are underway. 2025-2026 season has started. Here's Jada Williams. They get it to Audie Crooks. Back to Williams for three. Off the mark. That would have been quite a start to her Cyclones career.
We're going to pay close attention to this Iowa State team on the defensive end. They have more active hands than they have in years past, and a great example of it right there with Jada Williams and that on-ball defense.
Right on cue, force a turnover. Brooks gets fouled, and she'll try to get her first couple points of the 2025 season at the free throw line.
Audie Crooks certainly will not surprise anyone with the first couple of years that she's had in an Iowa State uniform. An area where she could probably improve because she will get to this free throw line a lot is at that cherry stripe.
Crooks last year against St. Thomas, 26 points, 8 rebounds, and she hits her first free throw. Cyclones on the board.
Audie shot 65% from the line her first year, 68% a year ago. So ideally, if you're an Iowa State coach, maybe that percentage will go up just a few more points again this season.
So she hits both free throws. Jada Hood, her first year with the Tommies program. To the Lance. Back to Alyssa Sand. She gets fouled by Addie Brown. Sand, the top returning scorer for the Tommies. A 17-win season last year, 6'3" sophomore, average 6 points per game.
We'll talk more about St. Thomas and their transition to Division I after the last several years. They were a powerhouse at the Division III level. And Ruth Sin, a longtime head coach, much like Bill Finley. And this is the first season they're eligible for NCAA postseason play.
So Sand hits both. Iowa State pushes. They get it to Audie Crooks. Crooks turns it over. Good, guarded by Jada Williams. That pass goes out of bounds. Starters for the Cyclones, again, Ariana Jackson, Jada Williams, Kenzie Hare, Addie Brown, Audie Crooks. Starters for the Tommies, Feuerbach, Hood, Valance, and then Savannah McGowan, the transfer from Illinois State. Jada Williams, money. Her first bucket as a Cyclone. It's a little 18-foot jumper from Jada Williams. Sand, up and under, and one.
Nice take to the basket by Sand, effectively using that step through. A couple of early free throws. At least early on, looking like she maybe is their go-to scorer, or at least the one most willing to be more offensive-minded against this stout Iowa State defense.
So Sand has 5 points, and it took 1 minute and 27 seconds of the season, but Bill Finley already red hot.
Sand was in the rotation as more of a role player a year ago, so she has played against this Iowa State team, has played here in Hilton Coliseum.
Welcome to Hilton, Jada Williams. She's pumped.
Yeah, taking full advantage of the bright lights and the big stage of Hilton Coliseum in her debut.
5 early points, including her first 3. McGowan, guarded by Crooks. And McGowan in and out, rebounded by Williams. Cross-court pass, Hare. In and out. Holiday Crooks. Looking for the offensive board. It goes off her hand and out of bounds. Here's a look at Jada Williams' first three as an Iowa State Cyclone. Nothing but net.
She has a lot of weapons on the offensive end. That's an area where Iowa State, you lose a really great three-point shooter like an Emily Ryan is. It's great you have more players who can get downhill and want to penetrate and get to the rack, but Iowa State will still shoot a lot of three-pointers.
So it did not go off of Audie Crooks, but then a turnover. We'll have a timeout on the floor. So again, 7:45 remaining in the first. Iowa State 7, St. Thomas 5. We take a look at that inbounds pass. Who did it go off of? Well, it looked like it went off of St. Thomas.
Well, so I think this is going to be the first challenge that we're going to see of the season. This is new in women's basketball, the challenge. So I think this is what we're getting a look at.